absolutely do not. I didn't do this crime, and here they are trying to take my life.
He's accused of rape and murder, and sure enough, his sperm is inside her body. That seems pretty damning.
Until you start looking at the totality of the relationship between Rodney and Stacy.
How many times do you two see each other?
Some weeks I would see her maybe once or twice a week.
Did other people know you were having a relationship with her?
Yes, friends and family members of mine.
Do you know Alicia Slater?
No, I don't.
Stacy and I hung out at work. She wasn't that excited to get married because she was sleeping with a black guy named Rodney. I was, wow, Stacy, you need to be careful.
So you have no doubt that Stacy was in a relationship with Rodney?
I have no doubt.
This is a female engaged to a cop, a white cop.
At the time of her death, Stacy was living with her boyfriend, Jimmy Fennell.
Jimmy Fennell was initially the key suspect in this case.
Did he ever have an inkling that you were in a relationship with her?
He told me, "You're gonna pay."
So it was a clear threat.
I took it that way.
None of this is what was told to the jury.
I think this case is a prime example why they should abolish the death penalty.
That's right.
Because it is so corrupt. It is racist. It is biased. And all those things have played a major role in my brother's case.
Do you believe he's going to be set free?
Yes, I do. I have to hold on to that.
There is breaking news tonight in Texas. The state's highest criminal court halted the execution of inmate Rodney Reed. New evidence has raised questions about the case.
Are you glad that you've done this interview?
Yes, I am. I appreciate it.
I'm glad we did this. You're telling us we have to stop. We will stay in touch. God bless you.
I appreciate you, Doc.
Thank you. Please welcome Amanda Knox.
Thank you for covering this case.
Well, thank you for being here to help with it and really put a face and some human experience to this.
Absolutely. I don't know what it's like to have a week left to live, potentially, right. Thank goodness. But I can tell you that the experience of having the world redefine your reality and who you are and decide your fate is the biggest existential crisis that a person can have.
Take us through the moment that you're standing there knowing that you've not done this crime and hear them announce guilty.
I walked into that courtroom after having spent 2 years in prison already. There had been headlines after headlines in the international media deciding what kind of person I was, Foxy Knoxy, the monster. And up until that moment, I thought, this is all nonsense. And by the end of this verdict, I'm going to walk home. That's what my family always believed. And when they pronounced colpevole, guilty, I remember not being able to hear anymore. There was this pounding in my head as the world sort of crumbled beneath me. And I was immediately put on suicide watch.
Did you think about taking your own life at that point?
My thoughts about suicide came later when I had the moment to sit there with myself and think, oh, this is my life. Is this life worth living?
How heavily did it weigh on you that people would actually look at you and think that you cut someone's throat? And later...
People think that, like, hearing the guilty verdict was the worst experience of my life. No. My interrogation was the scariest, worst experience.